What do you tell the players and the team at the end of a season that went this way?
Well, most definitely, you talk about the adversity that you have to face during the season. You talk about things that happen on the field that we'd like to have back, but you can't. You know, we talk about having opportunities to improve in what we do and how we do it. We talked about keeping your head up and not assigning your self-worth to W's and L's. It's important. It should hurt to lose. And as these guys go on, particularly the seniors, as they go on to their lives, it's important to remember that sometimes things happen in life that you got to be able to hold your head up and still battle through it, and still do the things necessary to allow yourself to improve, to get better, to take care of the situation. So I thank the seniors for their efforts. Wish I could have done a better job for them, coaching them, doing things for them, because you always want your guys to go out on a positive note, and today we did not. Today wasn't good enough for us to win a game to give us an opportunity. And but again, nonetheless, I love the effort of those guys and who they are and what they'll be with their Virginia degree.
Brent makes that fumble recovery, you get first down there at the 34. It's a 9-6 game at that point, and you go 4 and out, go for it on fourth down there, and then they come back and score. Was that kind of the turning point of this one?
Yeah, we talked about getting sacks and turnovers as an improvement this year, so we get them, and we don't convert the turnovers that we get into points. And it is disappointing that when you get the turnovers, that the opportunity to get points, they aren't materialized. And you look at guy getting beat on the pass protection, quarterback overthrowing the ball, receiver not running the correct route, or whatever it may be. There's just different things that have occurred to not allow us to be beneficiary in getting a turnover and thus putting us in position to score points or change the field for that matter. And we did not do that today, and it's been an emphasis. It's been a thing that's happened during the course of the year.
Coach, you have a chance in the first half on 4th and 1. You call a timeout, but you don't line up. You end up kicking a field goal. Then you go for it on 4th and 11. What's your thinking behind those two decisions?
Oh, the situation in the game in the 4th and 1. It was 4th and a long one, and at that point we're trading field goals with them. The other situation where the ball was at, we had tried to punt. Either punt the ball, try a long field goal, but it was just kind of out of Volzinek's range right there. And we're going into into the opportunities to go ahead and try to make something happen. We're trying to win the game there. So you could have punted it, kicked a long field goal, or you go for it in that position, and where they end up getting the ball because we didn't execute. They still was still a long field for them to travel, but. That's an opportunity to try to win the game and try to put the guys in position, to take advantage of what the situation dictated.
Do you think that was the turning point in Virginia Tech scoring at the end of the half, seeing as you were going to get Anthony Harris back for the second half and get the ball?
Yeah, when you look at the latter part of that, all those situations that happened, it was the QB scramble, for a long play. You looked at the pass interference. I mean that was something that extended the drive. The QB scramble, and then obviously if we just get the runner down, we miss a tackle right there. We miss a tackle. The guy runs through our arms, and scores right there. And definitely that was a significant point because of the changing of opportunities.
Mike,
Yes.
you end the year with a long losing streak, and now you lose 10 in a row to Virginia Tech. How do you get the program moving forward this offseason with all that hanging over? What's I guess your strategy going into this offseason to kind of get things moving in a positive direction again?
Well, you have to address the things that that cause you to have issues of not winning games. You have to make sure the players understand that nobody's position is is something that they're guaranteed, back next year. There are things, in terms of how we coaches have to look at ourselves or how we teach things, look at our systems, our schemes. I mean, there are a lot of things you just have to take an internal look at how you do and what you do. You attack the mindset with the players like you do anything else. Would you handle it with adversity? You hold your head up. You look straight ahead and forward, and make those corrections. You don't tie your self-worth into, streaks or win-losses and things like that. These guys will have to go on and finish up, their exams. And I mean, there's so many different things that these guys have to understand that are important. But if you're going to be a football team that has an opportunity to win games, you have to, as we just talked about, eliminate those mistakes that cause you to lose. We got to work on making sure that we get turnovers, that we have opportunities to score points. We have to make sure that when you have tackles and balls in your hands and things like that, you got to catch those things. And what you do is you roll up your sleeves and you go to work and you just keep working at it till you get it right. And we got to get it right. We got to get it fixed, and we'll get it fixed.
Mike, obviously you talk all week about Grayson and David playing. Offense was not generating a whole lot. You don't go to Grayson until less than a minute left in the third quarter. Why the long wait, and was there ever a thinking of maybe putting him in a little bit earlier?
We didn't want to go back with series and things like that, and perhaps Grayson could have went in a little early in the third quarter, but he went in, had his opportunity, and did a nice job in some spurts. But as I said, towards the end there, they did a great job on a pass rush situation, and young Eric Smith, had his hands full, and they made plays when we couldn't or we didn't. So, Grayson will get plenty of opportunities, moving forward, because it's important that everyone does well. It's important that the team improves, that we improve, I improve, that everyone improves, and we'll make sure that happens.
Mike, what was your assessment of David Watford's play today? And then overall, what about the Virginia Tech defense made it tough for you to score against today?
I haven't had a chance to look at the stats and things like that. Just being out on the field, there were some good things. I mean, there was one long run that we were waiting. That's the David Watford that that we know that can do those type of things. A couple throws you probably wish he had back, but I think, as we all knew going into this game, that a top 10 defense in a lot of categories, playing well against a lot of teams was an issue that we couldn't overcome. Again, their rushers, the play of the secondary guys, up bump press coverage, they did a nice job, and it caused perhaps the quarterbacks to hang on the ball just a little longer because we couldn't get off those press coverages. So, again, it's a good defense. Bud has done a great job defensively there for a while against a lot of teams.
Mike, the one positive constant on offense this season was Kevin Parks. Was it gratifying for you to see him get his 100 yards and 1,000 yards today, even though it was a loss?
I'm happy for Kevin. Kevin is a team player, and as I said before, you probably talk to him, but he'll probably say you'd rather have a W. But to have a running back run for 1,000 yards, and it hasn't been done here in a while, speaks to the type of young man he is, the type of hard worker that he is, and with another season less, the opportunities that still are presented, in front of him. But again, very, very, very happy for Kevin. And, this is something I'm sure he'll remember. But as I said, he'd trade that for a W.
We're going to take a couple more questions from Coach up here. We've got some players in the back. I think Mike will probably stick around for a moment or two if anybody else has anything else. But that'll allow you to get to the players in the back as well. So go ahead, Andrew.
Mike, do you think your defense played well enough to win today?
Well, they scored 16 points. I mean, and we only scored 6. So the object is to score more points than the other team and not give up that many. So I thought there were some good things that we did defensively. But you got to keep them out of the end zone or keep the points down, and then also you got to score points. So It was a very good effort by by the team. I want to minimize anything. 16-6, before the half touchdown. Just kind of like those things that just happened that turned the course of a ball game. And when you become a better team, then you start making those types of plays, those stops, those throws, and those type of things that can help you be productive in what you do. And so that's what we have to concern ourselves, is being productive in what we do to fix it and correct it, and then start all over again.
Just want to confirm, have you been assured 100% that you'll be back next year?
When I just ended that meeting in there with the team, that was last year's team. And as soon as the game is over, I've addressed those guys and fully intend and look forward to coaching, teaching, and getting next year's team prepared.